Hey everyone, Rather Coherent here, back with more heavily modded XCOM 2. We're going into Operation Ionian Stallion. This is a difficult rescue engineer mission. I'd have liked to have this engineer over a week ago, but unfortunately I had to over-infiltrate this. We want this detection radius decrease, we wanted to conceal set rep. The reason for that is because when you come over to the squad, this is a disaster. They can't handle the mission. It starts off really strong. 2 shard guns, lieutenant on a sapper, sergeant on a combat engineer, fantastic soldiers. And then it's 4 corporals, a marine with a ballistic weapon, a field support with a mag rifle, a marksman with a weapon that has an anti-material rifle and a bipod, 2 different mobility penalties, so they're so slow, I can't rely on them to be with the party, and a tech specialist with nothing. And the worst part is, all of these soldiers are almost sergeants too, so like they could actually be good, usable soldiers if they live through the mission. Which, I don't think this team can fight a difficult mission at the force level this was generated at. We were seeing like real serious business units. I could beat troopers and officers with this, that's no problem, but I'm seeing like mechs and mutons and bio-assaults and frost hardliners. I'm seeing real units that I don't think this team can handle. No, if I see like a bunch of chrysalid rippers and a hard frost pod that I can ambush with a flamethrower, easy peasy, we kill them all, we didn't need to over-infiltrate. But there's a very real chance the only way anyone gets out alive is by playing this as a stealth mission. This is a very bad team. It was not ready for this. It got sent out in the pits of a fatigue spiral because I was short on engineers, otherwise I would never have sent this team. I guess I'm beating around the bush. It's a bad look. It's gonna be a hard mission. We'll be lucky if everyone gets out alive and we accomplish the objective. I might be forced to choose how many soldiers am I willing to give up for an engineer. It's gonna be rough. Let's get into it. And as we load into this disaster, if you'd like to hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. I could use some consolation in these trying times. All right, we're right next to a building. I have had some awkward openings on this building this campaign. Let's just blue move up and see what happens. Nothing so far. I should probably actually look at the map, huh? The objective is here. There's a ladder up next to the exit. That's good. It's gonna be a... Oh, wait, that's the second story ladder. Can't see the first story ladder. Is that a gutter on the side? Yeah, there's a ladder up from the ground level there. That's good. Still, no, it's facing the wrong side. We'll figure out when we get closer how it looks. We have to get to the other side of this building first. I'm a little bit hesitant about making this move. I don't want to waste the time. Because I've got the grappling hook, I can just catch up when we get to there, right? So I can waste time here on Cryolite Commando to ensure that it's safe for everyone else. Good, good, good. Wretched Phoenix is full moving every single turn, guaranteed, because he's so slow. My man is sitting at 11 mobility, I think. Yeah, 11 mobility, less than a rookie starts with.
Will do.
Sonic Serenade apparently starting off a little bit further back. Do I want to run forward? Is there a chance of anything jumping up next to me? There is that here, but I mean, we already get called if someone comes up there. So no reason not to hard sprint forward then. I was kind of hoping there'd be a reason not to, because then I'd feel safer. But this is just confirmation that there's nothing I can do to truly be safe, which is not what I wanted at all. I could have put further on the combat engineer, but at this point I'm just trying to stick together and minimize the chances that someone does pop up somewhere and run into us. With our reduced detection radiuses, that really shouldn't be a problem, but you never know. Good. Cryolite, you're going to go first again. Run to here, look in the building. That's people off to the side. No eyes yet. Grappling hook up top. Go to cover in case there's someone right here in the low ground. I feel like we should see them if they are, though. Nothing yet. Can't reach cover. Go here to look around the rest of the roof, I guess. Still nothing this deep into the map. That's, if anything, more terrifying. Anyone who can get into full cover and be facing... Oh, man, it's not everyone. Wait, is he blocked? He's blocked. Maybe that'll help. I just heard a chrysalid to the left when I was here. Chrysalids between me and the objective, but chrysalids means rippers, probably, and rippers means easy kills. So it's not all bad. Arrogant plebeian can afford to move as far forward or as far back as I want. They got the most mobility of all my soldiers. Heard it rotating around again. Gonna be on the edge facing this way, I guess, all my marksmen. I need to be full moving every single turn with that guy. If the turn timer affects anyone, it's going to be affecting... What's your name, Wretched Phoenix? It's like right here. I'm very close to them. That does not sound far away at all. Or my headphones are on backwards and they're right there. My headphones seem like they're on the right way around. There should be a pod on the objective. We'll get to see who that is shortly. Okay. Combat engineer to corner cover. It's unavoidable that we're going to be seeing everything over here when we get into a fight. This is the closest tile for aiming rockets down at this. In terms of horizontal layout, Neither of them are going to be along the back of the truck for a perfect flamethrower, so we take this move and we look out and we behold. What on God's green earth do you mean I don't see anything? Okay, so there's a pod right here on the back of it. In fact, this lack of a tile here and the reason my movement stops there, I'm pretty sure that that is the pod. There is an objective guarding pod in these maps. Not seeing one just means it's on the other side of the truck. Don't believe those lies. Now, normally I'd be happy to put him up here. I guess I still am. Yeah, I'm gonna put my marksman up here with the intent of fighting next turn. Not super hot on the idea. If there are lids, no, we have enough vision at the bottom that we know that there are not going to be lids on top of us when I make this move. No new eyes on it. Wait, no new eyes? How do I not see the pod right there? Is it, do I not have vision? According to this, I don't. Okay, if you say so. I want the Marine closer to, actually the Marine's very likely to just suppress. So being further from the objective is better. The Sapper has a shotgun, they should be on top of the objective. And we're out of high ground cover here, which is awkward for my Cryo-Light Commando buddy. I think I should be safe to take this position, right? No, they could come like walking around the corner. I don't see any lids over there either, man. I could have sworn I heard lids like right here, because if I heard lids to my left here, and I don't see them up here yet, but I see this already. And I looked down this window and I came up this side. I've got no idea where those lids I heard were. Maybe the direction of the audio cue doesn't matter if they're not on screen. I don't know. I'm gonna move here because I want to be moving forward somewhere on Commando. They have a lot of mobility, they have the grappling hook, so I feel comfortable putting them far forward, and there's a very real chance this becomes an every man for themselves sort of situation since we have the group conceal. All right, so that's just out in the map in general, not a big deal. Okay, so there's the lids. They were all the way on the right side of the map, apparently. Hydra and Hydra and Ripper Ripper. That's honestly one of the smallest, easiest pods we could possibly see. I just heard people on the roof. They got off the roof and walked onto the pavement. Okay, seriously, where is the guard pod? There is one, right? Yeah, I've got reduced detection radiuses. Okay, they're right here. I can tile scan and see they're all just standing right there. All right, let's take the hack. Get our 84 at small alien alloys. We're gonna need to do this eventually anyway. We may as well do it this turn. This doesn't reveal even if you fail, because on a fail, you just open the door. Also, we're not getting our alloys. Boo-hoo. That's a damn shame. Another mission, another tech specialist doing nothing. Damn shame. But the door's unlocked now. That's what matters. I'm gonna run out to here and get eyes on this pod. Figure out what we're dealing with. It's very important.
Got a group of hostiles over here.
Oh. Wait, no. There's another guy on the front of the truck, too. That's 2 bio-assault troopers. And an assault and a heavy. That's such a tanky pod. And they're immune to explosives, too. Well, they're not immune. They have blast padding. Oh, no. That's not fightable. I can't fight that. Like, there's not even a small chance of me fighting that. How do I get the engineer out? Dude, I don't think I do. How could I possibly kill this pod without pulling the pods over here almost immediately? They're going to take cover on full cover on the other side of the truck, but looking at the truck won't deal any damage to them because they have blast padding. Oh my god, these guys are just so damn tanky. 13 health, 2 armor. So on the subject of bio-assault troopers just being like clearly too strong for this force level. Like, look at the things they're with, right? Chrysalid drones that spawn with rippers, Advent assaults, and then this. Like, compare it to the Advent assault that is still showing up at the same bracket as it is. It's insane. So I think next time I update my patches, I will actually update force levels for broader compatibility, because bio-assault troopers clearly designed for a level of difficulty that is not represented by the other units in this force level. And I can either move everyone else down or move them up. And let me tell you, the odd one out here is clearly the bio-assault trooper, not the rest of them. Everyone else is like 8 health, 7 health, 9 health, 2 armor, but you're designed to be tanky. And these guys are like, oh yeah, we're just him, but better. Like literally 3 to 5, just 5. 60, 70, 13, 15. 7 health, 13, 2 armor, 66% resistance to explosives. Oh, also, they have shield deflection. There's a random chance you don't hit them. Just, oh my god, they should not be at the same force level as a basic assault. That's ridiculous. So that'll be going into the massive set of balancing notes that I'm making as I play through this campaign. Because even though I don't like messing with the force levels of other people's mods when I'm making the enemy compatibility patches, I look at the bio-assault troopers, I'm like, nah, you got the force level wrong, man, I'm sorry. That is not correct. That is not in line with everyone else. Because I want a harder campaign, but like it needs to be continuous. You can't just have like 8 normal advanced troopers show up and then these guys. They're just at the wrong force level. It's so weird to see them. Anyway, they're here now. I can't very well use console commands to solve the problem. That would ruin the integrity of the campaign. So having put them here, we're dealing with them. The question's just how. One good solution is fuck that leave. Like unironically, what if we just didn't? With the grappling hook, I can go here. Next turn, I can open it, grapple up, hit blue move, conceal, and leave. Cryolite Commando can actually relatively easily handle this. In fact, I can blue move up, grapple away after opening as a free action, conceal, and then get out eventually. We don't have the ability to fight this. I don't believe at all that we can beat those. Like one bio assault might be manageable. Who's shredding his armor? That's the question, right? Explosives don't deal any fucking damage to him. He's got a blast padding. So who's shredding his armor? With what? With what gun? With what ability? And the answer is, shit. There's not an answer. It's just bad. The ladder up's all the way in the back, so running this way is great. Everyone else is getting out. This is not a fight that happens. This is not a fight that we win. It's time to make use of all those over-infiltrating stealth mechanics that we were getting. It might be worth putting a unit there to maybe pull overwatches for the engineer. Like, it's conceivable that Arrogant Plebeian might be able to help a little bit. Oh, there's chrysalids on the evac. That's fun. They're at least going in the corner. Hopefully that other pod stays in that area. If I don't have to deal with one pod... Oh, no. Are they coming right at him? It doesn't matter. I've got all of this stuff to decrease their evac range, or their detection range, rather. Evac is on the mine at the minute. I'm going to try to recap all the thoughts I've been having succinctly this time. First of all, Bio Assault Troopers. I have multiple notes in my mods about how I might balance them. Increasing their force level, reducing their health, taking out blast padding. But none of that's happening now. They're on the map. I have to deal with them. And I can't deal with them. If it were just my entire team of 6 on high ground against just 2 Bio Assault Troopers with no other pods, I would still expect to have a very high chance of losing a soldier before I killed them both. But they also have 3 friends, and like guaranteed friends around. We've got Chrysalid Gang up here, the other pod over here. We're gonna make a ton of noise. The only way this team can shred armor is with explosives, and these guys have blast padding, so explosives don't deal good damage. The unfortunate situation we find ourselves in is simple. We can't fight. We expected this, that's why I over-infiltrated. It's why we're able to reposition and think right now. So, what's the plan? Well, we can just get all of our soldiers and leave. This is so far away that the engineer never gets out. That's the first option. And I thought about that for a long time. How can I ambush? How can I buy time? I've got a smoke on the comm engineer. Can I get the engineer out by using the smoke grenade? Do we need to come up here and start with the chrysalids because they would intercept the engineer? And we do come up here and start with the chrysalids. I did settle on this, but it's a little bit weird. See, we can't get the engineer to this evac, but we have squad-wide conceal available. What if we got up here and we ambush the evac zone? We sneak up to the high ground, we throw a grenade at the evac, and we reconceal and see where Bradford tells us to go next. Because it cannot be worse. I have a sneaking suspicion that it will either be about the same and we just leave immediately, or it will drop it next to the objective that we haven't done. I don't know which. But worst case scenario, we just leave with all of our soldiers. And that's what my current plan is just evac. We can't do it. So that's what we're going to do. Now, Cryolite is not the one who's going to be doing this if we are trying to get out like that. We need the person who stays behind to have individual concealment, which means it's going to be up to our marksman. Everyone else needs to start working to get on top and get up here. And there's a path up the stairs, through this door, up to the evac zone like that. We've seen the chrysalids walking around on the roof so far. There's no broken windows or the like, implying they're not running in and out of the building. So I'm comfortable trying to do that. And we're going to get started right now. Combat Engineer gets the doors. Cryolite will catch up later by using their grappling hook. I'm not too worried about them. We want everyone in relative cover in case the chrysalids jump over the side of the building this turn. And I think this should be fine because we're so far into the building on the tech spec that they shouldn't see them if they go over the sides. We're not prepared for like a crazy zigzag straight down through the windows, but I don't think there's any real chance of that. All right, brief second of nerves, and they go back onto the other side of the roof, and we're good. That pod's still just sitting still, allowing us to try to do this. Wonderful. We pop over to the comm engineer, we open the door. Thanks to our increased concealment radius, we can just sneak by these civilians. Going to blue move over here, get eyes on the lids again, and see where the best way to ambush them is. We probably want to just stand entirely on the back over here. We don't want to have eyes down to the windows to pull. That would be very bad. I'm a bit worried about the lids running out this turn. I think I should be safe to just, like, move here. Guaranteed. I would like to be all the way in the back for a rocket. We probably just use the sapper, though, right? The sapper has volatile mix. No risk of scatter. It's better. Okay, I'm just going to move all the way into the back here, then. The sapper is not probably getting all the way up this turn because, yeah, there's only so much movement available. I forgot how far ahead the combat engineer was. There was no reason to have him in the open like that. But he's in the open like that now. Oh, well. Or she, rather. I always get the gender wrong, arrogant plebeian. I can get to corner cover here. Should be completely safe. Can't get anywhere safe up top, so we take the move. On the Marine, we can't get the safe corner cover, so we stay inside on the other side of the door. On Cryolite, we blue move and we grapple up top. And the camera sort of falls behind a little bit. It's fine.
Going up.
Oh, I'm a little bit nervous.
Moving out.
Because this determines if I get an engineer in my campaign. We're just about to ask Bradford, like, hey, you really messed up that first time. So where are we evacuating this time? And it's entirely Bradford's call whether or not this engineer gets to live. All right, we have 6 turns left. Chrysalids didn't move that time, which is a bit odd. I can't ambush this turn because I need to blow this out. I need to be out of line of sight. That's okay, that's fine. We can take an extra turn. Do I really need to be out of... If I were to put a grenade under them, the radius is big, but not quite big enough. And they might not fall through the floor as well. Or to aim it at the floor... Well, that's because I'm outside. I probably can't get that shot from inside unless it goes up through. Oh, this is a spicy way to be undetected. Because I'm just at a Z level where they can't see in. I think this is actually the highest shot at my sapper.
Okay.
Being able to get the ambush off this turn. And if I'm not able to do it with my sapper and I'm forced to use the combat engineer, that's fine. Oh, they can't get it through the roof. I was wrong. Damn shame. That's okay. First, Marine goes up top. Oh, the Marine can't get into a safe position this turn. I thought they'd be able to get further. So we have to do it next turn then? I don't like that. It's acceptable, but I don't like it. I could probably get the grenade if I were further forward, like right here. So I'm going to take that move on the sapper, and we're going to set up to ambush next turn. If I'm wrong and I can't get the grenade, I need my combat engineer to get a rocket. You can blue move to here. There's no reason not to. Delaying for a turn seems fine. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Understood. Moving out.
Oh, I'm just getting nervous. I'm getting real nervous about this. Chrysalids still stationary? No. Going over the edge? No, just sitting on the edge. That's fine. That's completely fine. I thought the people on the truck were moving and I was terrified because that meant we just had to go right now. And I was like, oh shit. I thought I had time. Okay, so having moved forward, I can get it out through the sunroof and I can get them. Volatile mix, fall damage. It's not a guaranteed kill on the big ones. They have 8 health, it's 5 to 6 plus 2 fall. So this highlight is wrong. It's not guaranteed dealing 6. But they should just run back at us and jump on the high ground. I don't currently have eyes on anything. If you look at the eyes I do have out this roof, like there's just nothing to ground level. This should be a great way to pull. Do I want to minimize destruction to the roof to maximize chance they jump back up? I don't even know what that really means, but it sounds good. Oh, maybe I should have put it back to try to destroy this window to get out safely through here. There's a door there, it hardly matters. I'm thinking for like real... Oh wait, did I knock out multiple floors and kill them? Maybe on one of them. I think that one's done. This one being up top is wonderful. The question is who's killing it? Cryolite Commando has the grapple next turn, which makes them the slipperiest of the lot. They can grapple to the truck if it's anywhere near the truck. Right, we have 2 people not getting out. So Combat Engineer is going to be one of them. Combat Engineer is just going to move here. Actually going to move here instead. It's even less likely to see because I'm not stepping out anywhere. Guaranteed kill. That's why it's the Combat Engineer that does the kill, because I can just use the shotgun. Second person getting out next turn is going to be Cryolite Commando using their grenade to blow up the evac. I want to blow up the evac on this side to maximize the roof area I can walk across and minimize the line of sight that I open. All right, Bradford, fingers crossed. Hell yes, Bradford. Oh man, I was not confident after that first evac, but this second evac is on the money. If I were to do this now, we would get caught. There's no reason to do it now. I can just do it next turn. I don't want to put more time pressure than I need to on my units that aren't concealed. Because everyone should just be running in this direction. Now, I'm definitely safe to be right here, because the ladder on the left is just so far from this pod. Yeah, he's safe to be here. I'm not necessarily safe to be there, because it's not corner cover. I mean, I can just get out from here next turn, guaranteed. I don't have great mobility on the Marine, so I think I want them running forward. There's no way up here. So if I were to move my Marine to here, they should just be safe. And I guess by the same logic, the tech specialist should just be closer. There's no reason not to be. Now, with the 2 grenades, that pod should sprint away from evac, leaving me safe, because they won't have vision of anyone. Right? Did they not hear? Did no one hear this? I've got yellow alert installed, guys. That's hilarious.
Going dark.
All right, I guess we're just gonna pass like 2 ships in the night then.
In the shadows.
It turns out that last over-infiltration for Shadow is probably the only reason we got the engineer. I can't imagine how we get out with the engineer if we didn't have the reconceal. Like, they just didn't hear anything. It's crazy. Get here, you'll be in range to move out next turn. Blue move like this. Get here, you'll be in range to leave next turn.
Go, go, go.
The guys on the roof are already able to dash out, right? Yep. Sniper doesn't need to do anything yet. You're concealed. You can just get here. It's a little bit far away. What's the best place you could be? I mean, they're not moving towards us, so I feel comfortable just being here and walking out, right? Pretty sure that should easily be in range. There's no way it's not. That sure looked like you should have lit on fire, but I'm glad you didn't. Just Overwatch, just Overwatch, just Overwatch. And we get out, everyone's alive, engineer intact. Only because of over-infiltration. And only because we got lucky with one of our set reps. Unless that's like guaranteed. I don't over-infiltrate much. I don't know if the last one always turns out to give you conceal. Seems unlikely that it works that way. Mission accomplished, boys. Oh yeah, guys, it turns out we were here. Those explosions, that wasn't the wind. Go ahead and scatter and run around. We can pull the other pod too. Oh, I need to move the engineer first. If I ran first here, I'm glad I caught this. There is the tiniest chance in the world that they just run in front of the back of the truck and body block him in. I guess there's still a chance they all just run around him in a circle, but I don't think the AI would ever choose to do that. That's some Warcraft 3 body blocking right there. There's no logic behind cover or AI in that. Wait a second, isn't that guy supposed to be in the truck? They're just not great at being the guards this campaign, I guess. All right, everybody, get in. Let's take it home. Let's run first with you in case somebody has an Overwatch that just didn't animate. Doesn't seem likely. Oh, man. Around the point in time where I was rambling for 30 minutes and had to reload my save to give good commentary about the problems at hand, I sort of just assumed I wasn't getting the engineer out.
Position compromised.
Yeah, come on, come on. Someone's not here yet, right? You're all here? Cool, go, get out. I cannot believe this. I wonder if it's consistently next to the truck if you haven't done the objective. Like, that was so close to the objective and so far from the rest of my units. It seems like the AI must be told to put it closer to that direction. I don't know. I would call that flawless too. I agree. The MVP was me. It was me. None of the people who shot guns did anything. Oh, that was a weird mission, but I enjoyed that. Typically, though, when I install enemy mods, I don't want it to be like I'm solving a puzzle to get out without fighting. I want the enemies to be things I'm intended to fight. These Bio-Assault Troopers are insane. They all made it home, and they got the engineer with them. That's all I could ever hope to get from them. High approach angle every time on Sergeant Marksman. Oh, man, that stressed me out. There was like no shots. There wasn't even a shot percentage, and I'm sweating. Oh, I hated that. It was interesting and different, and I'm glad I did it, but I hope I never have to do that kind of shit again. If I knew with some degree of certainty where that new evac would be showing up, I would feel differently. apparently the soldier stuff we need to handle is that both of these guys need to be made into combat engineers, because if you're a rookie, that's too late for you to be anything else, let's be honest. The UI has gotten real interesting, and it realized I was making fun of it and changed its mind. And just like Bio Banshee, Talent Autopsy is going to be going over to combat engineer for the same reasons. Oh, also, at the exact same time, Dead Titan and Hulking Cardinal made it back. Reward blank. That's interesting. The reward was that they formed a bond together, and that we got hacking on Dead Titan, which is also not displayed here. What's happening with this screen? What was that sound for?
Appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team, but as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment.
Shin.
Have them working on construction.
That is literally the person we just got. I haven't scanned on the geoscape yet. Calm down. The person who is idle is the person I just got. Jesus Christ. Is that true? Is there a person idle? Wait a second. No, she's going crazy. There's not a bond between Hulking Cardinal and Dead Titan after that mission. I assume I also didn't get the increased hack? I have got no idea. I've never seen that before. I'm gonna see if I have a save I can load to refinish that. I think the only thing I should be doing with my new engineer is clearing this alien debris. Anyway, hopefully this time when we go back to the main screen, we start scanning, the Covert Op actually gives us the rewards?
Against the elders.
No, still no. That doesn't say increased hack, and I thought I saw increased cohesion here at first. What is this? Your soldiers fare well and their bond is stronger than ever. If you say so. Doesn't even look like I got my plus hack. All right, cool. There is a glitch, possibly base game, possibly from a mod. I have no idea. But they just didn't get the rewards for that Covert Op. And like I can tell they didn't. I don't quite remember what Dead Titan's hack was before they went. 82, that's pretty high. Maybe they had it, maybe they didn't. But I can go to Soldier Bonds and they certainly didn't get this reward because Hulking Cardinal, wait. Is that max cohesion? Why can't I form the bond then? So I did get the reward, but I can't form the bond. Does time need to pass and the UI broke? I don't know why time would need to pass. I'm very confused. I'm gonna get this facility lead. We got promotions. Black Cat skipped all the way to Lieutenant. And this guy is going up to... Oh wait, no, you're already a squatty. But you got a promotion. Oh, you must have been very close for promoting. I remember. I sent a 9 out of 10 corporal or squatty tech specialist. That's right. Let's go get those promotions handled and see if Dead Titan realize that they're in love with Hulking Cardinal or not. Black Cat is our first Lieutenant Field Medic. You can take Applied Knowledge. This is 20% crit and damage on a crit with your primary weapon against things you've autopsied that have blood. That's a lot of conditions for someone who can't shoot a gun. In the same vein, Sentinel gives you a second Overwatch shot. Unfortunately, Black Cat cannot shoot a gun, leaving us with overcharged capacitors. Missed shots will disorient the target. So you now have point and click disorient with your arc thrower, which I previously didn't even want to equip. They're all kind of bad. In my opinion, the only one that's remotely good is Sentinel. This requires me to do autopsies, and that means on the most recent threatening enemies, it won't apply. Currently, on virtually all the enemies, it won't apply. I don't even want to equip the weapon that uses this ability, and that really narrows it down to just Sentinel, even though Sentinel's not very good with the aim of 72. But theoretically, with a gun with a good scope, it's workable. Lunatic Supernova also made it up to Corporal off of that. They're going to take low profile as a Corporal tech spec. Someday they might reach Sergeant, and that makes them usable, if not incredible. And I did not see a bond with Dead Titan there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to move on with my life. The bond wasn't important to me. We have a facility lead now. Nice. Oh, didn't I get one of these before from taking a VIP, though? Weird that I'm getting this now. Anyway, it's a valuable stash of information about advanced remote facilities. We can research them to get an active lead, which allows us to spend time and intel. It's weird that I got the facility lead tutorial for this. Didn't I get one already? I'll check my inventory and see if I had some sort of glitch that calls me out to get it. But for the first one that I've scanned, I've gotten the tutorial for it. By researching it with time and intel, I can get an active lead, which allows us to go assault a base. No, I've got 2 facility leads. I just should have gotten that tutorial earlier. Okay. I have no actionable leads. Tragic. I saw the words actionable lead and went back, but I don't have any. I was like, why would I have that? It's just there to taunt me. We can go for supplies 7 days, intel 6 days, soldier 9 days, or increase region income 6 days. What is this? This is an infiltration mission coming up in 11 hours. We're at Ready 34, you say? Jesus. All right, let's look at covert ops then. We have aim +2 here, but we have to negate a capture risk, and there's a moderate ambush risk and a major soldier wound. That doesn't seem worth. Recover useful items is all right if I have nothing better to do on the soldiers. Major soldier wound means I can't need the soldiers at all. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll save them for the next wave of covert ops. We could send out another Hunt the Chosen. What's the resistance order? Increase of XP? Don't really care. I was going to ask, do I have a bad lieutenant? And yeah, I just got one. Hi Cat, Black Cat. Is Black Cat ready? Yeah, I can send Black Cat as the lieutenant for this mission. I'm not really looking forward to using a field medic, to be honest with you. Even a lieutenant field medic. As you can tell by how often my field medics have seen missions in this past month. So I think I'll send Black Cat on that. We need to send a sergeant to negate the capture risk, so I'm gonna have to find one for that as well. You know, I really don't like using these medics, do I? I mean, honestly, as much as I haven't been using these medics, it seems right to just send a medic anyway, yeah? I wasn't using them. I had all of them ready. It wasn't good. I still have 2 other field medics available. I just send another medic. And then for the last one, I send one of these rookie combat engineers. It's their whole purpose in life is to go on these missions. Squatty talent autopsy will get a promotion, so I'll send them. All 3 of them take civilian disguises, minor ambush, moderate soldier risk. And that should be a shotgun. Save us 4 hours on the mission. Yeah, I've just got the soldiers to do this. I may as well send it. I won't miss any of those next month, except for maybe to send out covert ops. That hardly counts. This is a full infiltration mission. I'm a little bit more scared of sending this out, but with still 31 ready and 4 days left in the drop, it seems right to send this. Let's take a look at what the team would look like and what we'd be giving up for it. Ooh, Savage. I like Savage missions. I tend to feel good about Savage missions because the enemies are big, squishy meatbags that you can outposition. But B, it's just a really different mission type. I feel like this is what the Lost missions want to be. I love playing this mission type specifically, and there are really interesting, dangerous enemies that are different to play around. They're not completely non-threatening as Lost would be. Now, looking at this, I would love to send out any like lower ranking assaults that I have, not the squatty and corporal combat engineers though. But Final Enigma, not exactly a low ranking assault. I'd like to hold on to him. Wait a second. If I go over to my classes, let me just sort by class for a hot second. What does my soldier count look like? I have 5 assaults. Sure does not feel like it. I have Flagship Inferno, Mercury Hawk, Torpedo Avalanche, Final Enigma, and Crying Wolf. Crying Wolf's on a mission. These 2 are always stacking. I guess because I'm always stacking mobility on these 2, it feels like I have 3. And then Final Enigma went on the promotion mission, so he's just like not been around. Okay, fair enough. Am I low on anything? 13 combat engineers. Definitely not low on them. I could field an entire team of them and still have some to spare, but that's really because they're not. I have like 7 real combat engineers. They're still the most represented class. But like 6 of those guys are squatties that just go on covert ops. They have a shotgun to go a little bit faster. And if things go really tits up and I have to use them, it's nice to have them. So we're looking at the actual representation on everyone else. 5 is the median number. I have less field supports. I have 1 extra Marine. I think I have 1 extra tech spec. Do I have 1 extra marksman? Or not marksman, medic. Where's field medic? No, I have 5. So I have 1 extra Marine, which is a little bit weird. I guess because I'm aim stacking them, but the same true on marksman. I have a bunch of tech specs. I just want them for the mission rewards. I won't have 1 on every assault because I'm carrying sparks on all of my assaults. I'm actually pretty happy with the way this roster is shaken up. Speaking of whether or not I'm happy though, 63 of 65 on crew space, huh? That's pretty tight. We probably, like I was planning on building GTS and Advanced Warfare Center, whatever they're called in this version of the game, to get the things where you infiltrate with 8-man teams. So I'm starting to feel like I need that these days. And additionally to use PCS chips and buy abilities on non-hero units. But I might have to build a workshop or a lab. Building a workshop here lets me permanently man the infirmary, permanently man the resistance ring. I can build something here. The exposed power coil is always going to be psionics. I feel fairly confident that building a workshop here sucks. Building a workshop here also kind of sucks. I can have it man the power relay and the resistance ring. I don't know. I just don't have a good workshop positioning. I'm just building them for the crew space, really. I briefly thought maybe living space would be better balanced without the scientists and engineers counting, and instead you just have higher costs for increasing your living space. But I actually thematically really like it. It makes so much intuitive sense. I wouldn't want to change it, even if it would be more balanced. It's balanced enough as it is. It makes way more sense this way. Oh, we should have a soldier removing negative traits right now. We don't. Not Napalm Blizzard. I think Fool's Idol is currently tired. Let's make sure we're doing it on somebody who's actually tired. That way we're not losing as much time on them. Fool's Idol is tired for 7 hours. Yeah, not really. In that case, we want to look at somebody who's got a class. Oh, I don't want to send Fantastic Fox on the mission anyway. That makes it easy. Yeah, we do him. I don't want you to go on a mission. Oh, breakthrough successful. We got adapted personal combat sims. Congratulations. Well, realistically, I don't have to figure this out right now. Realistically, I'm about to go on another mission. I was supposed to be kidding out Hunt the Chosen. I've got no idea how I ended up on that tangent. Alright, so I know part of the reason I was so worried about the previous mission was the anti-material rifle being there. However, getting use out of this actually fairly strong weapon is pretty useful, and this team is absolutely juggernauts. I've got a lieutenant, 3 sergeants, a second lieutenant, a 4th sergeant. Iron Rhino, in case you don't know, they're aim stacked to fucking 94 at sergeant. That's more than a colonel is supposed to have. So realistically, also they have the lightweight stock to help counteract the advanced spy pod, so that'll help a little bit. This team's also completely fully equipped. We're not fully getting out the shard guns, we're just bringing basic laser sights. The fact that they're slow shouldn't matter. This gun is gonna be great at dealing with the savage enemies. Air patrols is a little bit scary, but realistically, I think this team has it handled. I'm gonna want their equipment back come the assaults at the start of next month. I'm gonna get real stressed about this year not being here, but I think it needs to go on this mission. Good luck with Operation Carry and Tracker. See you soon. Begin action. I was supposed to figure out what I was scanning for. That's probably how I ended up worried about other stuff. Increased region income? No, soldier. Ah, I see. I was scanning for soldier rather than intel or supplies. 207 intel, huh? But I could use intel to buy a soldier. Or alloys, which might be more valuable than a soldier. And I'm out of space. Like, odds are I save an engineer and a soldier next month. I don't have room for the soldier. I just get intel. It's the best thing on the map currently. Oh, we don't even have the radio relay yet. God, we are so behind on excavations, aren't we? Maybe the thing we really end up doing is digging faster by going to Skirmisher HQ. Gross, gross, gross. I actually do think I'll end up destroying the resistance relay to build gremlins, because we need them. Like, we're just so bad right now in that regard. Reduced income, who cares? Not even a problem. Keep getting the intel. And we're not over-infiltrating this one, because just like the last mission, Operation Nightingale State is a group that is absolutely stacked, if I remember correctly. Lieutenant, 4 sergeants, and a corporal, but the corporal was an aim-stacked Marine. We got a mag cannon, Shrike assault rifle, Timnotic rifle, shard gun, Timnotic rifle, shard gun, all fully kitted out. Multiple suits of Predator armor, the enhanced Shadowkeeper, the experimental blade. This team is just as kitted as the one I just sent. Oh, by the way, Dark Horse has Pounce. This will be the first time we've gotten to see them in play since that smash and grab, where I discovered they had Pounce because they were supposed to be invisible in civilian disguise, and they were just shooting people, and it was terrifying. I think this is their first real mission. Looking forward to it, but that'll be for next time. For now, I'm done. I've been Rather Incoherent. Hope you enjoyed today's very weird mission with me. Oh my god, this is a raid supply convoy. This is great. And it leads to an assault, so my actual roster status is terrible now. I've made mistakes. Oh, I actually given myself an assault in like the last day of the month and just sent out another infiltration. We're gonna be really, really stressed if we have 3 dark events we need to stop at the start of next month. It's not gonna happen. I may have made some terrible decisions here. I should have checked my chains to see if I had an upcoming assault or second infiltration, but here we are. That's for future Nick to worry about. For now, I'm done. I hope you're having a good time with XCOM. I'm still having a blast. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.